What's going on YouTube? It's Chris here from Friendly Frenzy Games, and today we've got a guide on some basic ship hijacking tips to help you get the rare Fleet Commander Steam achievement in Starfield much faster. Now this achievement is currently rare as only 3.1% of players on Steam have currently collected it, but it isn't all that difficult, but can take some time. So because of that, we've come up with this quick guide to help you achieve this much more efficiently. We're also going to share a quick method to round out your fleet if you've got some extra credits kicking around. This is going to be sure to save you some time if you're in a hurry to get this one completed. So let's start with a basic setup that's going to help you get this achievement much more efficiently. First, there are many different ways that this can be done, but spending some time preparing to complete this will ultimately help you accomplish this feat much more smoothly. Now at the beginning, we would definitely highly recommend finishing the Freestar Collective questline, as it's going to unlock access to the Star Eagle ship. This ship is worth nearly 400,000 credits, but completing the Freestar Collective faction questline will allow you to use it as your home ship for free. Now the only real negative of this ship is that it requires level 4 starship design to be able to customize it, but honestly it's perfectly capable of doing what you'll need it to do without any modifications at all. This is because the Star Eagle's suppressor and pulse laser weapons are extremely efficient at crippling enemy shields and rendering ship systems ineffective. Now we would also highly recommend having at least 3 skill points into the piloting skill under the tech tree, as this will not only allow you to fly ships much smoother, but also allow you to hijack higher quality ships. Now trust us, there's nothing worse than docking at a ship just to kill the crew and find out that you aren't skilled enough to pilot it home. Another important skill that you'll want at least 1 point into is the targeting control systems, and this is because you're going to unlock the ability to target and cause damage to specific components of an enemy ship mid-flight. Now let's go catch some bad guys. So to hijack a ship, you're going to need to do enough damage to it to disable its engine so that it can't move. Now for this reason, we would recommend grab jumping between star systems that aren't actively patrolled by factions. You'll see in the top right that the Alpha Centauri is patrolled by the UC or the United Colonies, whereas the Sirius system isn't watched by any particular faction. Fighting enemies in patrolled areas is great when you need assistance or want to destroy ships quickly. However, it makes it much more difficult to board enemies, as the friendly patrollers are likely going to have stolen your kill by the time you're able to dock them. With that said though, it's not impossible to dock in patrolled areas. Now when you're dogfighting with many enemies, we've really only had the opportunity to dock the last surviving ship. Because of this, if there is one ship that you're particularly wanting, we would recommend leaving it until the end and killing the other ships in the fleet first. Now to have the ability to dock and ultimately hijack a hostile ship, you will need to get close enough to the enemy vessel so that your targeting control systems can lock on and get down to work. Once you're able to use them, you can easily cycle through a ship's systems to target specific components. In order for you to dock, you're going to need to disable the enemy engine so that the ship is not able to move. This is where the Star Eagle ship shines, because you can use the laser to make quick work of the enemy shields and then use the suppressor weapon for all of its electromagnetic damage on the engines. This is going to render the engines temporarily useless. You'll know that the engine system is malfunctioning when the indicators turn from white to red, and now you can pop out of the target lock-on and move your ship within 500 meters of the enemy ship to get the opportunity to dock with it. From here, you're going to want to hop out of your ship's cockpit and board the enemy ship. Once you kill all of the crew on board, and if you have enough piloting skill, you're going to be able to pilot this new ship. As soon as you power up its grav drive, your old ship is going to return to your base, and the new ship will become your new home ship. Now, us personally, we like to take this to the nearest main planet, as the ship is often going to require repairs, but you can also register it here and make any changes that you see fit, provided that you have enough skill in your starship design. So as you can see here from our ship services view screen, we've just secured a pretty decent ship actually called the Spacer Coyote 2. Let's go! Now you are going to get a number of different ships along the way through the various faction storylines throughout the game.
You can find something you like.
Because of this, you're also going to be awarded many credits along the way. Now because the Fleet Commander achievement doesn't specify that you need to hijack 10 different ships, we used our abundance of credits to purchase 2 cheaper ships from a ship services technician to ultimately round out our fleet. One huge note here, you're very likely not going to want or need 10 ships. If you're looking to quickly complete the achievement and want to use the credits to purchase the last few ships that you need to hit this mark, you can simply create a save game before you purchase the ships, and then once you spend your hard-earned credits and pop the achievement, just revert the save back and you'll be no worse for wear. Armed with this knowledge, you are ready to conquer the skies. Now hopefully this short guide is able to help you make some progress towards and ultimately obtain the Fleet Commander achievement in Starfield. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe to Friendly Frenzy Games on YouTube for many more helpful guides just like this one.